Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol RXMD. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like you this time frame. Think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Been doing this analysis on a pretty routine basis. Did it on Friday, so that's where this green line comes into play. And actually, fast forward to today, and played out just perfectly. The power of charts. You can see there was a bit of a pullback, and you can see right there kind of a combo effort of both the purple line, which I've talked about before, and then this level right there at 21 cents. But before I go any further, this chart is a little tricky because there's a lot of perspective that can go into it. What do I mean by that? If you are a day trader and you bought somewhere up around here and you were looking to sell within 25 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart looks pretty rough right now. Now, if you care about the big picture things, I get it. The price did indeed pull back. But from the big picture, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a different outlook and strategy going into the trade itself. And that's where we circle back to the 21 cent mark. Because let's say the price actually goes back down there and tests it again. Not saying it will, but just for example's sake, pulls back here, does something like this, then starts to work its way back upwards. What would you have emphasis on big picture? From the big picture, well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have another set of lows down there, and that could actually go on and on. If you picture each one of these as stair steps, then very clearly, from the big picture perspective, the stair steps would very clearly still be heading in the upwards direction. So yeah, I get it. Today, the price pulled back, but stop and think about that word, today. That's 1 day. When you look at multiple days, which is what we're doing here on this chart, you can see that the bulls have pulled back before, and it's gone through healthy consolidations where it's built those higher bases. So from the grand scheme of things perspective, as long as the price is putting in those higher lows, then everything else will continue to take care of itself. As far as where the sellers are hanging out at, they've pretty much revealed themselves now to be right up there around the 26 cent mark, give or take a little bit. You can see a whole bunch of times the bulls try to push up through there but couldn't quite do it. So that is where the sellers are currently hanging out at and the public enemy number one going forward. But like I said, just focus on building those higher lows and just let the chart do its thing. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.